the artists for the New Year's Super Bowl halftime show, they have not been announced yet, but Lizzo is reportedly out of the running that she was in. Amid a lawsuit, sources say her name has been dropped from the conversation for participation with the big game. Completely. Lizzo has been accused by ex-employees of sexual harassment and fat shaming, as well as creating a hostile work environment. And man, it's one of those things where she's losing jobs now. Mm-hmm. And no one says she was going to do the halftime show, but her name was absolutely in the conversation.
Yeah.
Now,
and it would have been a show.
Remember the festival. She was up for a festival. Jay-Z canceled the whole festival.
Right.
Not just her.
Right.
The whole thing. She was the headliner. Right? Mm-hmm. She's losing jobs because of allegations. Now, are the allegations, if you have something alleged that are so egregious that the allegation itself is justification enough for people taking action?
Yeah.
Is it? That's my question, because I would like to think I've been accused of things before just by showing up. You know what I mean? Show up in a store and all of a sudden the security guard's on your aisle. Does that make me wrong for being in the store?
No.
I'm just saying.
Right.
Now, these allegations are very different, and I'm not trying to equate the two, but I'm just saying.
Sure.
Are we rushing to judgment this fast now?
And some of them, you know, to be clear, I've not seen the full documentary, but that one of the accusers is in, but I know that a part of it was filmed after some of these alleged incidents. And while you don't want to victim shame, and there are reasons why, for example, in domestic abuse situations, you know, sometimes it's usually women, they stay, even though they're, you know, they're being hurt. So that's so that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but there were just so many positive things that were said and done after these alleged incidents took place, and then the dancer stayed with Lizzo, kept dancing. Also, Lizzo is not necessarily the one accused. It's more the atmosphere, the environment.
And she's the boss lady, so.
And she's the boss lady, so it falls to the top. But it, you know, seems like it was more her team, and then how they made other people feel. But then when I read some of the comments from the professional dance organizations, you know, so I'm certainly not a part of that. They say, welcome to show business.
Thank you.
It's a very competitive, you know, you make the slot tonight, you might not dance on the show next week.
It's very competitive, and sometimes it's very sexualized in the entertainment itself. And so the definition of diva, and you can go down the line and name some big names that were straight up taskmaster, not nice people, all the way up until the curtain comes up, and then they put on an unbelievable show. And the other part is they pay their people. And so maybe that's what we're talking about. But man, it's so, she hasn't been to the court, she hasn't been to a jury, and yet she is apparently losing money, and that's the part I don't like.
And it brings me to Jonathan Majors, who is also going through something similar. Again, we'll have to let that play out in court.
And he did go to court, we just don't know what happened yet.
Well, but what we do know is that the person accusing him apparently has fled the state, the country. They can't find her, which almost, you know, it's like she doesn't really want to testify. We know she tried to recant her story several times, yet this man is still losing jobs. I'm wondering, I feel like maybe something needs to change, and these things should not be made public until,
I don't know, it's one of those things.
The news in me is like either until there's a conviction or until there's actual court activity, because you can say something and ruin someone's career and never have to go to court about it. And people just believe what they hear, unfortunately.
It happens all the time. NFL kicker accused of something, finds out he didn't do it at all, but lost his job, lost his career. So I just wish we don't rush to judgment. That's my piece. I'm off my soapbox.
Well, you might get back on it in a second, because we're going to talk about some more celebrities who are facing backlash this afternoon, starting with Paris Hilton.
I like her.
Okay. She says that's hot.
That is hot.
Okay. What do you think about this, though? She took a family vacation to Maui.
Paris.
with her husband and her child as the wildfires continue to burn. She's on the other side of the island. These are some of the photos obtained by Page 6. And you can see the family all smiles, they're waving, they're having a good time on the beach, only 30 miles from the devastated town of Lahaina. Sources say that Hilton is in the area to help her uncle, whose restaurant burned in Lahaina. Coincidentally, no pictures of her doing that.
Right.
She also reportedly donated supplies to local shelters. It's unclear when she arrived or how long she plans on staying. You're allowed to have a vacation.
You are.
But they, being officials in Maui, asked that people not come to the island, regardless of what side you're going to be on, because they're trying to find bodies. There's a lot.
People.
There's a lot that's happening there.
Yeah.
But when you have a private jet,
you can do what you want. Here's the thing. She's absolutely has the absolute right to go and have her vacation. It's one thing to go and have a vacation. It's a complete other thing to post pictures about it and talk about it. Now, I know you're a public figure, but she could have gone like many celebrities do, and we never would have known. There are people down there, celebrities down there helping right now we don't know about.
Right.
Because they're not publicizing it. If you want to help, just help people. Don't post. It's completely and utterly tone deaf. Utterly tone deaf. Because people are dying.
And help and donate. Well, we gave some.
Yeah, no.
So now we can go on vacation.
Don't post about it. Just go on your vacation, or go on your vacation, post about it, and don't say you're on Maui.
Yeah.
You know, unless people see you there, we won't know.
How about this? Stevie Nicks. Also in some hot water this afternoon, being called out by some fans for a recent post about the wildfires in Maui. Now, the Fleetwood Mac singer owns a home in Lahaina. It was a very long post. So her property was not impacted by the fires. But Nicks
obviously, she has time to write a long letter.
Well, she posted details ready about how her niece and her family were there for vacation. They only got to vacation for a day and a half before the wildfires, she said. They had to cut their vacation short. Okay, some people thought that was a little tone deaf. She also mentions a woman who she bought her opals from. She said she loved these stones. They're on her rings. She said she wears them all the time. And then she said, man, I hope she's okay. I hope she was able to make it back to her store and grab the rest of those opals.
Great. Was she like trying to crack a joke, or was she being...
People were quick to criticize her, calling the post insensitive and tone deaf as well. Others defended her, saying that she's just sharing her personal experience about Maui and why she loved it.
Here is why.
Oh, I really hope she was able to save those opals.
Here's why this is so wrong, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think a lot of people that walk around with blinders on and don't realize how unempathetic what they're doing is. If her house would have been burned down and some of her loved ones were killed, would she have written that letter about how much she likes the area and likes all these things?
Yeah.
Empathy is walking in someone else's shoes. And when someone else's shoes are burnt off, you're not writing a letter about how much you like anything. You send condolences.
You're right
you
about
send
that.
money, period.
That's
Everything else she wrote doesn't matter. The couple of sentences that make the other whatever's in that letter void are glaring to me. And you just have to me, you have to be, especially when loss of life is there, you have to be empathetic with the people who did not make it.
Right. Not, oh, my favorite jewelry shop.
Not about your whoever's still alive and made it.
Yeah.
Because somebody's sitting there trying to find their family member.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, thanks, Stevie Nicks, even though I think she makes great music.
Yeah.